Welcome back to another edition of the Wizard's Yacht. We're back at the yacht this weekend here at the lake, and these are some of the things I don't like about having a boat. Let's get started. So we're a few slips down at another boat, and you can actually hear on this one here, it sounds like someone's underwater knocking on the boat. You can hear it while I'm speaking here. And it's actually a fish. It's carp. Any boat, really in any lake in the United States of America that sits in the water all year long will grow a small film of algae. It doesn't matter if you have bottom paint or anything on it, it doesn't matter. It eventually will grow a small bit of algae, and these things have like a cartilage type of a scooping mouth, and they go all along the bottom, and I guess they clean your boat, but when you're trying to sleep, it can drive you insane. And there's nothing you can really do about it. So that's one thing I definitely do not like about sleeping on a boat. It's very annoying in the summer, because in the spring or in the fall when the temperature of the water falls, they don't do it anymore. The algae's gone. It's very annoying, guys. Here we are at the neighbor's boat. This one's actually for sale, but you can see all those little black dots. They are all over the entire body of this boat. And when we came down to our boat, we haven't been here in a few weeks. We've been very busy. The entire thing had all those black dots. And actually what that is spider poop or excrement from spiders. They're up in the rafters and things eating bugs. And when they go to the bathroom, it just drips all over the boat. And it's very, very staining. But I do have a product that I use. It's Star Bright Bird and Spider Stain Remover. This is obviously such a common problem all across the country, really the world, that there's actually a product for it. So we spray this on there, it literally just melts the stuff off. You wash it off with a hose, and you can see it cleaned it up very nicely. That has to be done every time, or at least every other time we come down. That is another thing that I don't like about the boat, is constant cleaning. But I want to keep it nice and clean, so that's the second thing I don't like about it. Another thing that I really didn't like is when I got this boat, the fuel gauges did not work, which is common on old boats. They sit a long time, the gauges fail, the sending units inside the tanks fail. And what's also very common on older boats is when they install the fuel tanks, they install the floor over the top, and they give no access to the tanks or the sending units, which means I would have to cut holes in my floor just to get to the sending unit. And I really didn't want to cut through the floor in my boat. Let me show you guys what I mean. So here we are, the stairs to the bedroom, and it actually opens up, and you can see the back of the starboard fuel tank, and right on top of the tank up here you can see there is a little blue or yellow wire going to a sending unit which has failed. So it's about right here, which is where floor joists are and paneling and things that were built as part of the structure of the boat. I really don't want to cut the structure of my boat to fix that, so I used it's kind of like a ultrasound style sending units. Let me show you what they look like. You can see little round discs that stick to the side of the tank. And right here is actually the control module for it. And that runs up to a small control panel, which is up here. And all I have to do is push the button once, and it'll go through its little procedure. It's testing the level right now. And it's saying I have a full tank. There's half a tank, there is a quarter of a tank, and there's empty. It's made by a company called Gobius, and they're actually very expensive, but I had no other option. I would rather spend a little bit more money to solve this problem than, like I said, cut my boat into pieces. The other tank also has one, and in our restroom we have also a similar system, the same Gobius company, for our black water holding tank. And it just tells you if it's full or empty. There's no different levels, but it will let me know when it reaches the full mark, it's time to go get a pump out. So I have 3 little control panels on the boat now that give me my fuel level on both tanks and my black water tank. The thing that I didn't like about that is that I have to cut my boat apart to fix the original system, and I'm not doing that, guys. And the last thing I don't like about having a boat is every time I come out to use it, I have to pull all the panels open in the floor to make sure there's no leaks, there's no issues going on, whether it be oil or water or lake water, before I go out, because I don't want to just trust it and then my boat sinks. Luckily, if water were to get about a foot high in the bilge, or probably 8 inches or 10 inches, I do have a sensor down there that hooks into this, which hooks into Wi-Fi, and I will get an email and a warning text that says there is water in your bilge. So even though I'm 4 hours away from the boat, I can call the marina and say, get to my boat right away, something's wrong, and they can get out here and see what it is and fix it. So I'm not in the blind on that. It is constantly monitoring and letting me know. And if the power were to go out, we do have a check for that as well. We have a small security camera on the back of the boat that's constantly monitoring. We can log in and see what's going on at the back of the boat. And just like last week, we logged in and it was a black screen. We knew that the system was down. I called up my buddy Mark here at the marina. He came and checked and found just a circuit breaker had popped. We don't know why or what it was. We haven't found that out yet. But he reset it and it's been great ever since. We now know if the power were to go out, our camera stops working, so that's also a good thing. But that's just one of those things that's always in the back of your mind. What if, is my boat sitting at the bottom of the lake right now? Is it half full of water? That does get kind of old after a while. But even with all those negatives, I still really love having this boat. Let's go on up to the helm and I'll show you why. Now this is the part I absolutely love about boating. We're getting ready to head out onto the lake. We're just leaving the cove that we're in. And this is going to be fun. We'll let you guys kind of tag along and see what it's like here at Grand Lake, Oklahoma. Let's get out on the lake. So I've got both engines just a little over 2,000 RPMs, cruising at 11, almost 12 miles per hour ground speed. It's just enough to be on plane, but not enough to suck a bunch of gas. So, a nice cruise speed right here. Here we are at the dam at Grand Lake. We don't need to anchor because it's so large out here. We just kind of float, getting ready to jump in the water and enjoy the nice, cool swimming because it's pretty hot today. It was really hot yesterday. But there's several boats out here. They're just kind of floating along and enjoy some swimming. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm getting ready to get my swimming trunks on and hop in the water. So make sure to check our Amazon affiliates link in the description below. We'll have that Starbright spider and bird stain remover. It's very, very good stuff. And make sure to hit the subscribe button as well because there is many more cool videos and yacht videos to come, and I need to go get my swimming trunks on.